Okay, hello, okay, so I'm recording now. Cool. I was just, let's say journaling, to myself, thinking out loud, and I decided that I would express it also to you in a visual manner. So, I had, should we call it a breakthrough? Actually, hold on a moment. So, I had a breakthrough. And breakthrough is just wonderful. They, perhaps a different wording would be perspective shift, but I feel so blessed with the wisdom, knowledge, and clarity that I've just received, realized, recognized, downloaded, that I feel so elated and have so much inner peace right now that I was just saying how much I want to express it physically, in a physical, I'll get to that, in like a physical manner. Like, I feel so grateful and I feel so much love right now that I want to cry, I want to sing, I want to dance, I want to hug, I want to move, I want to, like, I need to, like, express it. And I was just saying that, I was like, perhaps I will paint and that will satisfy that urge I have of, like, this creative expression. Okay, I'm gonna, sometimes I might not, what's the word, alliterate, explain myself with the right words, and that's okay. And so that's why I'm sometimes like pondering a lot, trying to find the words that perfectly encapsulate how I'm feeling. And sometimes words, I think, are limited in that way, where even if my vocabulary is limited or advanced, there's just sometimes words just don't fully capture, and that's why we need to express through other means, through metaphors and etc., and song and dance and art. So the clarity that I received, I will explain to you. But something that I will also add as context is, I'm pretty sure you already know this, what I'm going to tell you. I knew this before the clarity and the grounding. Everyone knows this in concept, okay? Everyone knows it. And okay. Everyone knows this in concept. And it's easy to understand mentally what it means. But to feel it, to have it grounded into your knowing, into your being, and just ground it. That's how I'm gonna use the word. Like, when it's grounded. When it's mental, it's up here. When it's grounded, it's down there. And it's real, it's tangible, it's knowing, it's certain, it's truth. Right? And when it's mental, it's high, it's mutable, it's flowing, it's air, it's wind. That's how I perhaps can relate, explain. Then the the download I had was, everything is perfect. Everything is unfolding perfectly. everything is on time. I am exactly where I need to be. There is nowhere else I'd rather be than here right now. I'm always going to be in the right place at the right time, no matter what it looks like in the 3D. I am so grateful to be here right now that I low-key I don't want to think beyond this present moment. And for some context, I've always known that, like, you hear, everything's unfolding perfectly. And that's something I affirm to myself to just remind myself, because I understood that in concept, that is the truth. But to then have it grounded into a knowing is so different. What I mean, to elaborate, for ages, months, years, whatever, I've been feeling like I'm meant to do something. I'm like destined for something, or it doesn't have to be so grand and great either. It can be like a small creative project, like something is meant to happen, whatever. Like, it doesn't matter what it is, the subject. That you're always like thinking in the future, like you're waiting, like, okay, I'm happy with now, but this great, awesome thing is about to happen, and you're like anticipating it, and you're excited, and that's okay. But sometimes you're almost fantasizing about some other reality. Like, you're almost there, but not quite. You're happy with where you are. But there's this also just you're so close to this fantasized reality that you are kind of rushing, and sometimes you may force your own will. Or even if you don't force your own will, you're frustrated by the progress in 3D, and you question yourself about, what am I doing wrong? Or am I too attached? Or am I too detached? Am I not thinking about it, or thinking about it too much? Like, you get obsessive, or you get the opposite of obsessive, like totally neutralized and don't care. So see how they're both extremes, and there has to be a balance. And everyone obviously says, and all the philosophers and monk Taoism, I don't know, philosophy, say stuff about being in the present moment. That's your sweet spot. That is your sweet spot. Something clicked in my mind. To be in your sweet spot is to be in the present moment. So, I love that. And it's okay. If you don't get it right now, one day you might. I would suggest give intent for the wisdom and clarity that you desire, if that's something you desire. What I was saying was, earlier today especially, I've had such a wonderful day. And honestly, truthfully, I am living my dream life. Everything that I wished for a couple of years ago has occurred. And it's obviously, I'm saying obviously, not how I imagined it to happen. I imagined that I would win the lottery and not be living here, and probably buy a car and a house and stuff like that. Okay, that was like a very exaggerated analogy, but do you know what I mean? I imagined that I would have done some grand, prestigious job or degree or something, okay? Like, it would be very, like, evident in the 3D that I was successful, and that I would have all these material possessions and that sort of thing. But what's so awesome is everything that I ever asked for or desired without fully vocalizing it, but always, giving energy to the ideas that I love, has come true. And this year, which is still new, and towards the end of last year, it was hard to realize this because I kept thinking of what's next. I was still able to be grateful for how far I had come and all of that, but it wasn't quite fully present, right? I just kept on going, I'm almost there, everything's almost perfect. Like, once I get this thing or do that thing. And this morning, even though I was having a really nice day with a friend, we went out and went to the beach and stuff, and it was a lot of fun. I was still I had one foot in one fantasy and one foot in a reality, and I don't mean that like I wasn't present in the moment. I was there, but I mean in a grander scale. I was imagining sort of like what I'd be returning home to if it was like in a different way, or this thing that I desired was my reality right now. And then I had a bit of like a expressive moment when I came home. I like journaled. I do quotation marks because I also record my thoughts, so if I'm not writing it, I'm speaking it. I'm sorry if this is like me slow talking, but this is how this wants to come out. So after that, I felt a little bit obsessed with this thing I wanted in my life. And I was upset because I don't want to be obsessed with something. I don't want to be continuously focused on something because I know better. I know that nothing in the third dimension is going to supplement or like, it's nothing out there is not already within me. Does that make sense? Is already within me. Like everything I need, peace, love, wealth, abundance, whatever it is that I desire, expression, I am fully capable of giving that to myself because I have everything within me that I need, right? So this thing that I wanted, it was an illusion of separation, and it was causing me frustration because I knew I was obsessed with it and I didn't want to be because, and I like yearned for it, that's not no, that's a no, just no from me. I know better. That's just not healthy, okay? Because yearning means that you are separate, and the truth is you're not separate from anything. And I asked my higher self, like, what is it within me that I need to recognize and acknowledge to ease this, whatever it was, like confusion, frustration, whatever. And then the answer came. I got a message, not a text message, like a message. And it made me realize just how, I don't know, like it's hard to explain. It's not hard to explain. It's just, you're probably not going to understand it in the way I'm conveying. I don't know, everyone's going to take whatever they take from this message. But I just recognized, like it clicked for me how far I had come from the person I used to be and how much I had done and how loved and grateful I am and others are for what I chose to do with with my life experiences, and how that shaped who I am now, and how I see the world, and how I am in the world. It was an acknowledgement of myself and how far I had come and my journey, and that I realized how grateful I am to just be where I am here right now. That I didn't need that thing that I wanted. That I don't need it to happen anytime soon either. Like, I'm not, that I shouldn't, not only that I shouldn't be in a rush, but that I'm not in a rush. Right, oh my god, that's another message. Here's an analogy. I don't think, I'm making a huge assumption here, but I don't think anyone ever enjoys being in a rush. Rushing anything. I don't enjoy rushing trying to get somewhere, okay? Or trying to make something in a rush. So then why are we trying to rush things in our lives? Experiences or manifestations. Just let it come when it comes. And I know that's easier said than done, but it is so much, there's such a resolved peace around it when you have this knowledge grounded within you. Like, I've heard that before, and I could have rolled my eyes to it and I'm like, yeah, I get it, but I want it now. I don't care about all that be patient stuff. But whatever the realization was, it just dawned on me that I'm just so content, so grateful to be here. Like, I can't even, like, and I don't mean just like physically here. I'm just so grateful for who I am right now, here right now, and I don't need anything, and I don't want anything either. Like, this moment in space and time is enough for me. This moment here right now, like, I was just chopping up a salad, delicious, and I'm like, this is awesome. Like, it is so awesome doing that in a clean kitchen where you have, you know, a chopping board, a bench, a knife, vegetables, fruit, a bowl. Like, oh, that's so awesome. Like, I know I need better vocabulary instead of saying that's so awesome to everything, but it's so incredible that that's how I'm conveying it. I'm so grateful to be here right now and alive. And I no longer want that thing I wanted, that I was obsessing over this morning in these past few days and weeks. Like, obviously I would love that, but I'm also like, when it is right, when the time is right, it's going to come into my life, because I'm always in the right place at the right time. And there's nothing to do in manifesting your desires or experiences or creating the life of your dreams. There's nothing to do. And I know that sounds a bit counterintuitive, but I mean, you're always going to be in the right place at the right time, and any action you need to take anyway is going to feel so natural to you that it's just going to happen. It's just going to happen. You don't have to make it happen. It's just going to happen. Because it just is. And I'm really grateful for that wisdom and clarity, for that knowledge. And not only for having that knowledge, but having that knowledge grounded in my being, in my knowing. Because I know that you can know things in concept, understand them mentally, but it's something else, like I said already. To know, oh my goodness, like I know this is like a bit repetitive, but life is awesome. And I was just really enjoying this moment of clarity that I wanted to express it like this. I know it's a really long video, so if I post it and you watch this far, this was for you. Because why else would you be watching? I don't know. I don't even usually watch, actually I do sometimes watch long form videos, but thank you for being here. I love you, and I love you too. And life is awesome. So thank you. Bye.